take the next turning to the right.
Okay, we're going to take the next turning to the right, please. So Tony, why is it important to be looking in the direction that you're driving when you come out these emerges?
Oh, so don't run anybody over. Turning right.
Okay, we're turning right here, Tony. Right. Which mirrors do you normally check to go right, Tony?
I've forgotten now. It's been so long since I've done them.
Oh, don't take the piss.
Middle and right.
Yeah. Why is it important to check those mirrors?
Right, we just made a turn and pull over here.
Okay. It's not funny.
So?
It's not funny. I thought on the last one I'm going to catch him. And he was going like this.
Yeah, the last one would be a bit late though, wasn't it?
I know,
Yeah?
I know.
Did you not notice any of them?
I did at one point, but then I thought I was going to give you the left of centre, so I thought I found that more important at the moment because we was coming so close and we'd already missed it back at our junction, so I thought, let me get that. And yeah, I did miss the mirrors, yeah.
Yeah, so if you think of the routine that we're following here, MSPSL, yeah?
I was thinking, okay, mirrors we haven't done, position we've done, speed, look.
Well, it's not what I haven't done. I wouldn't look at it in that light. I would look at what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah? You know, as I start the procedure for on approach to the junctions, it's mirrors first, isn't it?
Mm.
Look at me and make sure I'm checking them, yeah? Because even if you notice that I'm not checking them, and you say to me on the next one, and what mirrors are you going to check? There's no guarantee I'm going to check them.
Mm.
Yeah? Especially if I know you're not watching me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the faults are spotted really well.
What about the analysation of them?
Yeah, but you would have got stuffed on the mirrors, mate.
Yeah,
It's a real big deal, isn't it? It's not as if I was doing the mirrors in the wrong order. I wasn't doing any.
Mm.
Yeah?
And then watch you.
And then even
It's a bit difficult with your sunglasses on.
And then even when I told you what the problem was, even then you didn't.
I forgot. I've got bad memory, and plus I was trying to work on the other faults that I'd said I'd help you on the next one. So really, I should have just picked up on the mirrors and then helped you with the next
Well,
one.
the left of centre was pretty much helped, wasn't it?
That steering thing, was that okay? Because that weird bend before we took that right was really like dodgy, wasn't it? So when I said to you, it's 10 minutes towards me.
Well, it wasn't quite as weird as what you made out to be.
No, but when I said to you 10 minutes towards you, and you were doing that, obviously it was coming out of bend, and then I said to you, hold it, and then you kept it there, and then I said, okay, straighten up. Was that okay?
Yeah, it's okay, but I mean, there's a big part of the routine missing, wasn't there?
Mirrors, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we carry on and see if you can sort that out, yeah?
So we're still sticking to emerging, yeah?
Yeah, I want you to try and get used to watching me as you know that I should be doing something, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about if you're driving yourself on your part 2, what would be the first thing that you do before you, what's the start of the routine?
Mirrors.
At the end of the road, we're going to be turning left, please, ma'am.
Okay, at the end of the road, we're going to be turning left, Tony. Where's the end of the road? Okay. So we're going to turn left, Tony. So what mirrors are you going to check?
Middle and left.
So check them then.
All right.
Check them middle, right, left mirror. Good.
Take that a bit further, come on.
Why is it important you should be checking your mirrors, Tony, before you approach that merge?
Yeah, which mirrors?
Which mirrors? When you're going left?
I have to check them to make sure what's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, and which ones do you check?
Oh, the middle and left.
Yeah, and why is it important to check your middle mirror?
Oh, this is the street.
And your left door mirror?
Oh, that's the one for bicycles, isn't it?
Yeah. So what if you didn't check your mirrors and carried on? What would be the consequences of if there was a bicycle and you didn't see him?
I think there's probably a few sitting on the curb at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Haha. Let's forget about that mistake.
And we're going to turn left.
Okay, we're going to turn left at the next road.
End of the road, right.
Okay, at the end of the road, Tony, we're going to go right. So what mirrors are you going to check?
Oh, middle and right.
So check them then.
Oh, sorry.
And where are you going to position to go right?
Oh,
Is that good? Have you gone over the line? Looks it.
You want to go out and have a look?
Huh?
You want to go out and have a look?
Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, Tony. Why is it important that you shouldn't change gear while you're turning?
Oh, is that what I done?
Yeah.
So the least control the steering there, isn't
That's
it?
right, yeah.
And turning right.
And what could be the consequences of that? We're going to turn right here.
Could have gone to the part of those oncoming cars, couldn't it?
And what if there was a pedestrian in front of you?
Yeah,
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, Tony, is on the next one, I'll tell you when to change gear
Oh,
once you're
okay.
on the road, yeah? Once you're on the new road, when your wheels are straight, that's when you should change into the next gear up.
okay.
And obviously you know the reasons, like you said. You could hit a pedestrian or an oncoming car. Lose control of the wheel.
That'd be a car, wouldn't it? Because I wouldn't be turning if it's a pedestrian crossing, would it?
Yeah, but if you lost control
Oh, yeah.
of the wheel, then if there was a pedestrian crossing, because by the time you've lost control, the pedestrian could have come at you, but it was just walking the pavement.
Yeah, my wife does it. And, she seems to do it all right. She multitasks, so
Women can, men can't though. Multitask.
might be.
Yeah, it's dangerous too.
Might be the fact that she's more experienced than me.
No, it's got nothing to do with experience. It's just dangerous. Full stop. Change gears once the car's straight.
And we're
Because
going to
again,
turn.
you're taking your hand off the wheel.
And we're going to turn left.
Okay, we're going to turn left at the end. Turn. Okay, Tony, so don't change gear yet until I tell you to, yeah? Okay, now that your wheel's straight, you can change gear.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Good, well done. Notice how that was more smooth and you didn't lose control of the
No,
car?
I didn't. No.
Yeah, because you don't want to take your hands off the steering wheel for too long. And remind me, what could be the consequences of doing that?
Well, on the left turn, I may well have wandered up onto the curb, wouldn't it?
That's right. And what if you were going right and that happened like before?
I nearly went at the wrong side of the road, didn't I?
That's right, yeah. And remind me again, why is it important to check those mirrors? What are we looking for in those mirrors?
Yeah, I was beginning to forget about them for a bit. This is the speed, and anybody overtaking me, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And if they were overtaking you, Tony, what would you do?
Let them go.
And why is it important that you let them go if you didn't?
'Cause they'd be alongside me and there could be a car coming towards me, couldn't
That's right, yeah. So we're talking about pedestrians, Tony. What if you were about to make a turn and there was a pedestrian on the corner of the road? What would you do then? Like they started crossing as you pulled out?
As I pulled out,
Yeah.
and they'd be behind me then, wouldn't they?
Hmm? No, if they started crossing in front of you.
Oh, in front of me. I'd have to stop, wouldn't
Yeah. Would you beckon pedestrians across?
I? No.
And how would you know what the intentions are if they're just standing on the corner of the turn that you're going to make? Like, corner of the
You
image?
can never fully know, can you? But I just try and make eye contact with them. 'Cause a lot of them have these iPhones in their ears, don't they?
Yeah. And then they won't be able to obviously concentrate on what's going on around them or hear your car even.
No, listen in one direction, don't
Yeah.
they? Have to make anybody jump out in front of a car, don't they?
I hate it myself.
I thought you were a One Direction fan.
No, they're a bunch of kids. If it'll be fan of them. She loves them.
But I hope she don't watch this video back.
Yeah. She hasn't got the time, so I'm alright to say what I want.
She will do when I post it on a timeline.
Yeah, right. You better not.
How am I going to take the next turning to the right?
Okay, we're going to take the next turning to the right, please.
Next left.
Go and take the next road on the left.
And next right, please.
Now we're going to take the next road on the right, please.
End right.
Okay, at the end of the road, is that? Yeah, at the end of the road we're going to go right, Tony. So which mirrors are you going to check?
Oh, middle and right.
Good. And why is it important that you check those mirrors, Tony?
This is the speed, and anybody overtaken.
And if they were overtaking you, what would you do?
I'd let them go.
Good. And what would happen if you didn't let them go?
They'd be alongside me, and if somebody turned into the road, they'd hit each other head on, wouldn't
That's right, yeah.
they? Just give it a stop on the left here.
And if you stop on the left here, please, Tony, where it's safe and legal and convenient. So just say it should be fine.
Right. Will I pass then?
Yeah, you will. You've got to remember the importance of positioning yourself in the correct place for going right. Remind me, why is it important to position yourself left of centre?
Oh yeah, so I'm not blocking the road, or I'm not too far to the left where I confuse people.
Yeah, and how are you going to judge that in future?
Oh, I've got that reference point now.
That's right, yeah. And why is it important that you shouldn't stop too short of the line, the giveaway line?
Oh, I couldn't see, could I?
Yeah. And why is it important not to actually encroach the white line either?
I'll stop over it. Cars to swerve around me, couldn't they?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, I've got to
That's
stop
it.
that coasting as well, haven't I?
Yeah, oh yeah, and the coasting. Why is it important that you... What's the dangers of coasting, Tony?
I'll lose that engine braking, don't I?
So what if you were going downhill and you put your clutch down too early, what would be the consequence of that?
That really speeds up, doesn't it?
That's right, yeah, you'd lose control of the car. And what if you're going uphill and you put the clutch down too early? What would be the consequences of that?
I'd probably run out of steam and stop too short, wouldn't I?
Yeah. And if your car rolled back, what would the consequences of that be?
There could be somebody behind me, couldn't there?
That's right, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I've got to watch that, when I turn the corners, I've got to watch that steering, haven't I?
Yeah, definitely.
I've changed the gear too early, didn't I?
Yeah, why is that important that you don't change the gear when the wheels are turning, like you need both hands?
Because I can't multitask, can I?
That's right, because you're a man, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's important that once the car is straight,
Yeah.
then you change gear.
So I don't need to worry too much about these mirrors, do I?
Yeah, and it's important that you check your mirrors, Tony. Why is that important?
Right, so let's give it a rest there for a minute.
Okay.
Yes, there was so much good stuff there. But you would have got slaughtered in the mirrors, wouldn't you?
I know.
Is it because your seat's too close and you're on the job seeing me?
Could be. Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
So why didn't you tell me that yesterday when I practically cried all night? Yeah, I can see better now.
Well, that's where the seat was when you got in yesterday.
Oh, I adjusted it, didn't I? Oh, this thing come in the driver's seat. That's
yeah.
why.
Yeah. Watch that mirror routine. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The difference between today and yesterday was yesterday you saw it, but you just didn't say it.
I know.
Today you just didn't see it. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Just the 5 times. It wasn't the whole
Sorry?
throughout the whole thing. It was just the 5 times I didn't see
Well,
it.
I was just trying to let. Normally I would have pulled you up on the first time. But I just thought I'd let everyone just see if you were spotting it. And I was trying to glance over at to see where you looking at me when I was going up the end of the car, but I could see you weren't. Yeah.
The thing is, when I said, okay, we're going to go left at the end, I'd look first at the left and then I'd miss you checking your mirror. Then I'd look at you and you'd be on the signal part. And the truth is, I forgot about the mirrors. I'm not going to lie.
Well, when you give me the instruction that we're going to turn left at the end.
Start staring at you.
Yeah, just look at me. As soon as I've done the mirrors, then just watch the signal. I mean, you spotted the wrong signal very quickly. We just need to look up and just watch them mirrors.
Yep.
But you know, if you nailed the mirrors, that would have been very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could have just done the mirrors in the wrong order.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be quite so crucial, would it?
I wouldn't even know when you stopped looking at them, so I don't know what order you done them in.
Because at least I'm seeing this. I've got some idea what's happening behind me.
Yeah.
But if I'm not looking in the mirrors at all, I haven't got a clue, have I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, then, if you have to prompt me to check the mirrors, then come back at me and say, you know, what mirrors should you check? Why is it important? Yeah. What's the consequence or not? Yeah.
On approach to the junction, yeah, Emerge, if you haven't checked your mirrors and I've said, okay, so Tony, which mirrors are you going to check? You say, oh yeah, middle and left. Can I continue with, well, why are you checking the middle mirror, why, even though we're not on approach? Because you could pull out another fault, couldn't you? Or is it because I'm talking to you, not gonna?
Well, the reason why I stuck the coasting in was that you didn't notice the mirrors, so therefore I didn't do the mirrors
Right,
again
okay.
and stuck the coasting in.
Yeah.
And then you still hadn't sorted the mirrors out, so I stuck the left to centre in.
Yeah, but I didn't notice the mirror, so for me it was still one problem at a time.
Yeah, but that's the way it's going to work, isn't it, on test, isn't it?
Because I forgot about the mirrors.
Yeah, the mirror problem is not going to disappear on its own. It's not just going to disappear because you haven't noticed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to say, well, he's not going to notice that, so might as well give up on it.
Yeah.
That fault's going to carry all the way through, isn't it? And hopefully you retrieve it within good time. But you would have run out of time there. So don't be letting that happen.
Okay.
Well, I'll give that a pause.
Okay.
But there was some very good stuff there. It was just the mirrors that let you down.
Okay.